Manchester United and my friend systematic failure. There's a certain system at Manchester United, and then you ask yourself, say, how many talented players and all Manchester United are put to the best of their ability? That's the question you have to ask yourself. The top talents are so for Manchester United set up Jadon Sancho, talented player, Bob Bono or Borussia Dortmund, and then at Manchester United at the same. Even Ronaldo at the same. Bruno Fernandes at the same. And now my list of players at Manchester United perform. Harry Maguire performance or the free Leicester 2018 World Cup at the Manchester United. So you just take your time and analyze all the players or more quality, no more talent, and no more performance of the Manchester United setup. No. So based on this, so one analyze the players and now so say players and massa. If you are not careful, you'll be making a big mistake. Pogba at Manchester United is much more of a systematic failure. There's a certain system. And that system ni omuji say Eric Ten Hag and a man build this system from Manchester United. Legend.
Na Ten Hag
on feeling is hard. And sometimes so organization need to take a decision. So we've had enough of this. You penny bill. And the chairman come and work with this. We are done with them. And the organization Manchester United so better exactly almost better take a decision. Now legend, so for Juventus set up and down now. Pogba the best season in club football was under coach Nano Obano. And as a coach no ye Juma was Siano, coach Fresh Mas Allegri. Sometymer as a kid to work Kuliseski as I had wanted to come in here. Mas Allegri a certain type of players. Or players your Joe Muti or Domiye to maybe. Kuliseski style of football in suit Allegri style.
Bentakono on
a fan. And no American organization can say we've had enough. About 4-5 seasons, they believe that but the person reach that level of football no more expected from Rodrigo no or Fama or more. Let's move on. Let you get it. Best offer Pogba. The best season in club football was in 2015.
Okay.
Best season was in 2015. Me who Pogba in any season why better than in 2015. A real season. Pro 11. Pogba was part of that 11. The performance in that final, Juventus lost to Air Barcelona or Berlin. Tobias National road to the Champions League final in 2015 when Juventus won the double and played Champions League final and lost to Air Barcelona. This is a player legend. So Osha Pogba skills here in the video also. Now so Tobias actually Pogba skill setter. There's no single central midfielder. I want the skill set of Air Pogba. And then with Mas Allegri, the Juventus
okay.
Juve already they have a deep line playmaker, Emmanuel Locatelli. Pogba able on the left side of Juventus method. Juve method then like creativity. This is one player or Sergio forward way good. From a deep line playmaking position, Obetia spread the game to left, right, center.
Okay.
And to Pogba no as a player legend. And as also Juventus forwards now, Shabate Fresev Vlahovic. For Federico Chiesa and the pacing in the movement. And then Juventus are contemplating on Domenico Berardi and Angel Di Maria. Almost two wingers. Ivan Perisic, because he was a candidate. Almost one of these two wingers, Ababeka Chiesa and Vlahovic. Imagine say Juventus are assembled these three forwards. They will need a player bet me spread the game. No what me create a lot of for these forwards. Say Jumano and a mass atrase. No one say Pogba is the perfect fit. Nejuma he's a perfect fit for that particular role. Et mass any Pogba. Pogba any mass Allegri. Pogba in Juventus. And then our way Yanfan San has say Pogba days in the early days in Juventus no. By the time Pogba more to the age of 30, 31, 32, he will come back to that form before he left Juventus. Okay. He is welcome. The black and white jersey, and he is so much welcome. In more he can offer. So legend, that's it for Pogba.
I won't say Premier League discussion and yeah, now Okofa Ike Gundogan Bem. Now I'm supposed to last season. For say last season I can tell you say this is
Gundogan. This is Obo team
Obo City.
Last
season is Obo City.
I'm the last game City against Aston Villa no.
We actually the number of matches score boy.
I'm say I mean here matches of boy. But how important he was, the crucial time, no.
Okay.
He saved Manchester City.
No, they're not better me huni. Sebia.
Of course.
You won't batch on
They say me
Aston Villa City no more Uncle Helium.
they say me your official rep the man Antonio Conte wa. Me my own cancer want to Conte so.
Okay.
The Conte assembly we dey be.
Now the men guy too so.
So 150 million pounds. Yem fa man so go to place.
Okay, I'm sorry there.
Tottenham or more the majority shareholders of Tottenham. EINC Sports. For on the field and off the field. And Mokba spended 150 million pounds. You're injecting money into Tottenham. Was Tottenham Park is on one number.
Not the field there. What's the stadium?
More on the Tottenham war. Debs Kakaka is almost clear.
And you need an
account. Inti Mr.
And only me, yeah, because now the me Busan say. But the other you are agreeing with me, or can so? Say if you have 150 million. Who's starting for 32 years free?
It can even be more than that because what they have decided is say players on bet me at home, or bet me reinvest this canon into other players.
No, the teachers 150 no more aku to atre no. And no na ye nim.
To on fanning na ko to
place. Okay, enti one my adwene because I'll be surprised to say.
Na they are how many say
you use a 33-year-old who is a free agent when you have 150 million.
Legend no my explain that.
Oh,
legend.
Say we coach. We am fan say the target
like
the target of Tottenham Hotspur next season is to maintain their top 4 position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Omu coach ni Antonio Conte. He plays in a 3-back system with full backs acting like wing backs. Yeah. Okay. If I say I'm 150 million pounds to spend on the transfer market. If Ivan Perisic is a free agent, so a free agent, at least for 2 seasons be there, he can make a resource.
But not to win the Premier League, to maintain top 4.
Maybe there's some say any league was as Antonio Conte be remuno. You can't coach himself. I'm betting league. He's one of
quick ones. You see Antonio Conte winning the Premier League? No, it's possible. It's just possible.
It's possible. It depends on the team that you are coaching. Maybe I also watch league now. Look at the team that he coached. Carlo Ancelotti is a proper winning coach, but at Everton he didn't win anything. Until the team that you are coaching play role in Sometymer league. Yes, Conte is a league winning coach. Proven, but he can never win the league.
The difference between Ancelotti now and Conte say putting club aside, clubs or coaching how successful clubs in the aside and say Conte a coacher, he can pick players from nowhere and get results. Carlo Ancelotti cannot pick players from anywhere and get results. 2 different type of coaches. Conte made he won the league with Victor Moses. After Conte, nobody, no coach, Meba. But wasn't he one of the players?
No, why you mention only?
Was he not one of the players that played?
A team of about 20 players.
He won the Premier League. He won the Premier League.
I know you're regular. Not in the ball wing back.
Yeah, wing back. But the 3 back, mention them.
Conte, look at how you use Marcos Alonso.
One of the best wing backs in the game now today.
Matic best season in the Premier League was under Conte. Meboa. Ofobi say Gary Cahill, the best season in the Premier League.
The man no Kenya chinye, but person man yes sir. And say Conte is a very good coach. But in terms of pedigree, Omo kind of was shooting.
No, I had
but then my second issue is the team he's coaching. On say Kabia Ode team Fufro, I'm a Conte. I'll be a Manchester United kura. But this is a team where a country be and baby Oduon Bedru here. People have done better with that team. It's not as if they Conte or Tottenham.
But the period,
last 2 years they were second.
The period
they played in the finals of the Champions. Pochettino did everything with Tottenham.
The period that he picked the team, a key.
And when he has 2 points and that
2 points.
You see, Senka. Also,
time of a team. They were out of the top 4. And me no that particular moment, maybe an aspect. Baby and Spurs dano. Obi any more Spurs chance even to be in the top 4.
Oh, that's bad though.
No, but that before Conte took over Spurs. Yeah, it them Obi any more Spurs chance to be in the top 4. When a mass Spurs chance. That was time and here criticizing Nuno Espirito Santo. And 2 seasons before he picked the team. This is a clubber, no money opportunity to be in the top 4. Halfway season, whatever team not number every top 4. What's your achievement?
Any because Tottenham they were better than Arsenal last season.
Yes.
For the last 3 years.
Omodi say
Arsenal were 8.
And Tottenham this.
I think Tottenham were 5th.
And that means Omanya top 4.
And we movie.
It's just Omanya top 4.
And I said it will be at that time from 8 to 5.
Oh, Nasa me makam.
So I'm saying that also.
Me no account.
I Antonio. My argument. My point is that to upset the apples. Don't say we are talking about this Liverpool team and then Manchester City team, and we are talking about Jogging Club and Pep Guardiola. He's not better than them.
Then you know who my Pep. Jogging Club 7 years in the league. Where one.
But 30 or the second.
Conte the 2 seasons or one. What do you miss? Any date you say? Any date you say?
So only a permanent move.
Any date you say? Any date you say? About move to other clubs or what? When Chelsea sacked him, he moved to Inter Milan. He won the Italian Serie A there.
I am got the approved.
He won the league there.
They are proving winners. That is, I don't know what I say.
Now, you befa Olegano social Morino befa Manchester no money proving winners. Okay, say proving winner at Manetu. Manchester no proving winner when it comes to Premier League. And I got what Manetu.
The difference
between Manchester United, their record in the Premier League in Chelsea. One year so you proving winner. And Manchester United.
The difference with the United team now, team
that has spent. In the last 13 years, only Manchester City has spent more than Manchester United.
It's about spending, it's about the performance in the league.
Nanya Sika na go to players.
Inter na okoye no. No, the league no.
He picked Inter season no more 23 points away from Juventus or Moji League no. The first season you move from 23 to just a point. The next season you won the Italian Serie A. That's an okay.
As a man. It's an Inter team that
it wasn't like he picked an Inter team and no more dominating the Serie A.
But they were just second to one.
They were not second. Offer Inter team no. They were 4th. Last season now Conte they were 4th. The gap between Omo and Juventus no G League no was 23 points. Conte first season no moving from 23 to just a point. Then the second season he won the Serie A.
Jibo. As my if you do we are aside where Inter Milan and then it's because sad do very okay no before now you know my league ni bi Serie A and then news but we are talking about a Tottenham team me say all the players be na sign side teams we on
all the players be
you understand all the players be
all the
but Conte by if I'm right na Premier League o ma ball we've been quite team because me some months na yard I think they have played around 13 14 matches na league table ni na Chelsea in the face next was Man City Liverpool West Ham Arsenal Wolverhampton Tottenham they were 7th
they were 9th.
Okay, after one week, then they moved to 7th. Okay.
They were 9th.
Now points in here. Now Chelsea were 30.
Where a woman no.
The same November no buy. The exact date, but this is the period he came. Now 30 points for Chelsea, City 29, 28 for Liverpool and third. And West Ham for 23. Arsenal had 23 points. Wolverhampton no more 20 and we were 19. Tottenham more 19. Say na net here. A plus or minus. Now a 4 points. 4 points.
That was that month. But not the specific time.
No, dates no my point 10 on the so Bob after 1 or 2 matches. Me exact one
no more than 19th.
No more 19. No more
9th.
Okay. Mamin cost specifics.
And
who adwuma now I said 2 points, 3 points.
Move from 9th to 4th position.
Points no
yes.
count.
Something the last 2 seasons. Tottenham no want to me achieving the Premier League. No want to me yet in the Premier League. And within that period now you can want them. They had an established coach in Jose Mourinho. I went me achieve that feat. No crowd there so no do no wolves into no opportunity to be there. And he did so well.
Conte joined in week 11.
Week 11. Who's the bigger number 1 or 2?
Because United Tottenham 3-0. Ono Pam Nuno Espirito. So Conte's first game was against Everton 0-0.
So the announcement was 3rd November.
Yes. And the first game date 7th November 2021.
Okay. No Nyamobi.
That was in the first game.
And the week before.
The week before, yeah.
Okay, and where week saying?
Where week 11.
Week 11. Tiango baby are not Tottenham. That's at week 10. Maybe that will give us the other 2 years.
Yes, okay.
And you to us me.
So what tell me say? And season now buy no. See about 11.
You go we grow.
About 13. You about 11.
About 28.
I just say now okay.
Me about 10.
O say. Na 10 11 na no be dinya points or the go
okay.
But at that particular moment, Obi no ma Tottenham chance to be in the top 4.
Because by week 10, they are
when we are even picking teams that they will be in the top 4. Obi no pick it Tottenham must pay. Obi no to them hana when Ubusa say yam pick 4 teams will qualify for Champions League pick it Tottenham must pay. So what did the mention I say? It's in the American say nobody should underrate Antonio Conte. Same way when he was about to take the Chelsea job, the guy said then na mo boss and I me catch obi say Antonio Conte na me no Chelsea league no mo agibi ache no what he will do ne say Conte yes our coaches na men say Champions League.
This is a correct picture. Week 10 before Antonio Conte's appointment. Chelsea in another first, Liverpool, Man City, West Ham, Manchester United. Pacho Monradio, Manchester in Arsenal, Wolverhampton, Brighton, and Tottenham. They were 9th. And the points in the no more 15 points. Now the leader was 25. Chelsea, no, second was 22. Third was 20 points. Fourth was 20. Now Arsenal. Now United they will 2 go.
It's one another 4th no.
Now 4th no yeah West Ham.
No more how many points?
No more 20.
20. Okay.
Now but you know Manchester United total 5th. Almost 17. Now next was Arsenal. 17. The next was Wolverhampton. No more 16. Brighton was 8, no more 16, now Tottenham 15. Tiasa need 2 points. I have an answer. 10 matches. But now a year 15 points for Tottenham Spurs. And now the no that 4th no was West Ham who had 20 points. Sanity.
Into the points gap
5 points.
Into
Barcelona they need 2.
Into a real season no. Till a real season no. Omuvu Arsenal they need 2 points more than Arsenal.
And 4 points this year after 28 matches.
And of course ahead of West Ham. And of course ahead of Manchester United. Of course.
But the issue is Oma obetime 2 Oma defense no. Points no amasse no. Since he came no. Ne nuru omo de.
Obaye no. And
we can do the
calculation. Say Mr. Tonim say to start a season. So you're coach now your opportunity to start a season with a club. Or chances of knowing the club well, better to be able picking the middle of the season.
That's true.
So what did I mention? I say,
bit
me a magic accepted, but most coaches will prefer to have the team beginning of the season to know the team well before Asana league na start. It will be factors now American in Nana. Say to pick a team in the middle of the season.
Middle, early season, 10 matches.
Baby, I'm a fan.
10 out of 30 is early.
The early season.
Percentage.
Early season, early season, middle of the season. Baby, our fair team, no. Any baby, I know Dom Omoda. Any baby, Odomu do you know. The job that he did, because that moment, you know, only Liverpool and City had more points than Tottenham Hotspur.
No crime. Okay.
Ubetia Chaki. Of fair team, no. Baby, of fair team from the first match to the last game of against Norwich, no. Only Liverpool and Man City had more points than Conte. So what did I mention as you? Today, I'm a person I can say from the Conte I know, he will write a history ewo Tottenham Hotspur before I send off Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, siasia. I na me analysis. I'm not debating on Europe. What they make call Europe, see enka Conte asema. I will say different thing from the American Premier League. Get that? Me say the Conte co Champions League. I will never say Conte is going to win the Champions League because Conte na me hu no. Onye sa coaches na o man a short interval to prepare a team. Utimi esele. It is about football. Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday European football. Then another week AAB Liga. The Conte there no. There and the team be from Europe. So what did the match say? And
Ebia he wants to do well in the league because Opa concentrate on the Champions League and leave the league.
That is how me feel say why no ho and ababeka.
Okay.
So what did the match say? See, we dey open the date to we talk about Conte. Pogba asem no too.
Next year we league next year.
2 days before Manchester City and Real Madrid game no Santiago Bernabeu. And a Pep Guardiola koshia Pogba. Then it's nasty to sell the Man City project to Pogba. Reason why we feel say Manchester United in here ready so be renew the contract na their manner. There is a club closer to Manchester United. Okra so was san nyoma fini if you pekro betina ba bi otia. A club near Manchester City. And players number key on Manchester City he will add Pogba to it. So we this season position na Bernardo Silva boy that is not his position. And your money be an coach see ya we don't celebrate no. And the Yabubo Premier League best 11. A bit the Bernardo Silva bem as a central midfielder. But we be a washer Bernardo Silva ne career as a footballer it's not a central midfielder. But Guardiola changing the position man be a central midfielder. One of the best this season in the English Premier League. Last season and only runner ike wundo anebo. But we share beginning of the season injuries it's not going to and form no form kaka. It's also shifted Bernardo Silva then about. So Papa he will not use Bernardo Silva there. Then why don't I go in for Pogba free? Say Pogba pay £350,000 and now £400,000 because Oba is a free agent. City can pay. City beat me HSS can. But Pogba say one how the English press ever for no Pogba moving from Manchester United to Man City. Somewhere around May is a match and I come for Buru and them. It will cast on your money me and Luboma. Na so be for Manchester. Ka by project there. Se Pogba person achieve bibi enimani ya. City there na so aba. A chain club will be obetus, not even PSG. And now Juventus. So often by project any chances of winning City PSG on any day and they see a case the trophy be so no more compete here. Omo nyina ya ahead of Juventus. By Pogba her factors also they won't go City. He will move on say sometimes some players so French ni atena pen. Omo osuban bi wo mu so say one ti o masia you cannot live with them. It's now most of the French players or they are coaches or multi selling under them. French coaches, Spanish coaches. Omutrimi omo de pa. It is a on tia say ni trimu ye ne den. Tu ne betna say de ni trimu ye ne da. Untimi ne French ni ntena. Obeya de bia won tia say. Ba no no be fa ne sa agro. It is a ofa player bit say Pogba. Now one tears here Pogba how he lives as a footballer. So you never understand Pogba. Likely he will move to Juventus. Likely he will move to Juventus. On say in the last 3-4 seasons, Makasa Adewe said it looks like a clubber. They don't have a plan. They just buy players anyhow. And based on how they have choose their coaches, say the football there clubs are attacking the team. And I'm also more pep and you know Mauricio Sarri won the league but eventually so anyade a club or Marto and I'm some person the Champions League they went in for Cristiano Ronaldo quarter final comment me antra club na to then let's give it to Pelo Ankoye Omasa to Omasa leg no so a defensive coach no masa ko fanaba It's a attacking coach. You better arrive at a defensive coach. So what did I say? And Obi a watch Juve this season. Under Mas Allegri, their football looks negative than positive. And then the football no. The Italian clubs are changing their style. The home of Catanaccio, and then you see a lot of clubs possessing football and try to create a lot of chances to score goals. Not even the top size. Recently, even Empoli, Sassuolo, Fiorentina. How they play. Mourinho Bar League, he was defensive. But you know who said one rare the defensive for any the call Aseo. Then he started changing how AS Roma should play. And he said the Pogba free Italy now call England no. Call Manchester United no. He will not come back to meet teams no. To say no more state and no more 5 years ago.
And the man Oba.
Oh, say me can't some natural. He will come and meet teams and they Omaya ready to compete with Juventus at all front. Unlike Sabrina no Kwa, no Juventus yet dominant in the Italian Serie A. It's no more there.
But that's it. Yeah,
So don't say, Misha has a born again and more of this video.
Okay.
The host of Watakwa, Meniaja, Papa, Mediama, and Sports Stadium now.
Okay.
It's taking shape. And the screen is on, Mr. Two. It's taking shape. And see, you don't know your papa, I'm saying,
right.
I won't be a bear papa.
Everyone is here.
Yeah, go face for now. So this is
and bad.
Yeah, when you're bad. We got to go
and mind there.
Mediama.
So may I go first? See, Mediama. So Mediama will have their own stadium.
It's some old place no na.
Take one you know.
The first go TNA.
Okay. I TNA. It's on my jujira or mine kama. It's I papa. It's Mediama. Maybe I'm sure because team kumana
from some baby in November.
So maybe I know.
To next season on the ball.
I'm saying November when I started league no.
Don't wait.
Ghana.
Send away tea. No. We say can we go to Ghana has with me. Okay, so yes started.
Kotokwane has a more standard no.
Munya.
Yes standard as a
almost stadium we service. Say we.
Like you moment to me next year. Let's start from
if you obese we see no ni si ganson. What I say? Obu a obese we see fear.
Kotokwane na
because on go see 3 bedroom house bin tell we can.
Na trust you to Kotokwane support. Yeah, how much can we challenge to them? What's your open 100,000?
No,
15,000.
What's open 100,000?
They are still ready.
No, the whole can miss topic now.
Obi a grace cases also have no open plan.
No, Otuo challenging can support us now on has what me.
They were ready. The supporters were ready.
Already.
Sir, Kotoko.
No, Mediama, Mama,
oh, they were ready.
But Mediama is system.
We are ready.
And see,
fans.
It's possible to buy.
We are ready.
The OTNA.
Timothy Gas Mamon of Akotokoni Asima. Mediama Nazi Stadium, Momo Mabaso. Was the other Nakotokoni?
Say, Boba now, you come back to say, this is a Medema team. Now we are team in chair. So they've been able to.
Like you don't sit down, penny soon see, and I say, we are Colana, or Star Brass.
No,
I want to over to
penny pana, down.
Only go fast when you see.
No, you know, Sunday, we are Sky about the young about one. To one,
we are on priorities. I think so.
I like the Osha, you know, design the architecture now. Come up.
But my reading, we can see you because around no. What's the stadium there?
No, compound. What's
the Arsenal castle on your stadium? No, Chitu Biaka.
William said the CNN Casanona also not awesome. So, now also. And see Kakrebi and Kakrebi no, I'm saying, nice. I think they're more about so. Now I'm so. And Nana, Koshe, the Blasters ne Madagascar. Na Metia Wintro no. Like I'm one of those that me very disappointed with Coach Otuo Acheampong. I say
disappointed.
Yes, onya the man of his own. I mean say
you are Bobo as a trainer.
No, be onya man of his own.
And the Congo food you are doing and say
the make can say so too. The reason why most of these guys remember almost Ghana beam no, a bit see no keep course no. Because you can't have recognized two center backs. Yes, omo nya de. Sa moment no, wa bomb team qualify go Europe in the Portuguese league. Proper center back. Se ba kompo de e se ba late. Enti e aja tum. As organization there. Otuo organization wise, we should unlike Milo team now.
So you should drive from
the trophy no go. Professional league, we should behave as professionals. But I see a professional league, but here amateur.
You said that a coronation.
I'm surprised at
you. You said that that's her style. You said that coronation.
The excitement, you see, football is about excitement. There will never be any excitement than say ball now to against as goal no. Now watching league nature phenomenal. The excitement will be better and more than say Obobo coronation.
Right.
So
all
the and then them say key areas are in Yakoshani in Bella and Yawano. Yawano Akasa. The last time my team be a yobu chroma say pa Kotoko silence or more takwa. Takwana consider you almost 2 or 3 defender no over stop Bella. Onomujumunuma na Kotoko mutu. Kwaya as go boys no kasano de it is a match no.
Me pacho me request bi. Me be ba Kotoko as go na ammo kakari as good for Pierre no voice no. Na em de papa ya ammo no me tidi. Sa me ko keep ko so ba. Me do ya me signal. But kakari voice no. I mean fan kamasem. So I think you stated the obvious with regards to coach, you know, when not that vim say Abdumumi no bo na oye that okofa Gideon Mensah and Baba Rahman a boy no I clear say Otuo as in you say you scratch my back, I scratch my back no I scratch your back even no.
Oh sir,
of course clearly
there's also another scenario. If you are training sessions near there one trusted Abdumumi no all the coaches get training sessions. You are no near the Adibi Crown and Vim near the only ball Gumerez. I the first time no any identity. Tinasina as for Gideon Mensah di me na so so to ados one nkomo odino o believe in players track records. Waka to crowd here no e wo baby. And over Baba Rahman. He has been very consistent with the Black Stars. Nancy Kakawaba, he played for Chelsea, he played for Inti. Yema Baba Rahman, Gideon, mention and Yema Bidon against opponents.
It is because now you're Madagascar.
Yes.
It remember that benefit of the doubt because.
But I keep to point and say, so one try Abdumumi against Madagascar. That Ben Abe trying.
That's the hard comes to me now. But no, for the first time in many months, many on that aspect. On that aspect, because what track take it? Not player no, I don't know. So to say players in some bubble league, we know. Badada. Do more days and also government is not take it. And they say Ebiana or Bakra or Ghana because I know say who's the fatal saying. Obedu Sababedu Ghana be last week there about last week so. Others say no Ghana to me not say take it same. Oh, so yes, sir. Me free say no, yes, yeah, can say if so, coach, if you see say only trust not to be only trust and for that matter, not all think about the squad. I don't know. You can say okay, then you look at it in local football. No, I say in local players, no. Are you mentioning some central defense?
Bukari, Bukari, Osman mom to bench it, and not banning Bebrew.
But that has been the trend. That has been the trend. Look at no qua. Sane don't kokoye.
But up to but again, the quality of players available. Because ASA invite you. But if you look at Joseph Penson, Bukari Osman, almost so chain.
It is because you're not giving a look at no chance. Yet we answer some very well.
Said before me bow. And San Bebo, we know the quality of the players. what I say, we know the quality of these guys. And now Captain Unten.
I know they say from the onset, do you know the outside? In watching in local, you know that look.
I make individual players, you know. Oh, say, you man say already Bukari Osman, or nonce. So no Bobo. No, I heard Joseph Pencil. Before they even come on the pitch, no, I will be a ban in Okra. You can compare their quality. Untiminyaza.
Oh, me compare. That's what we say. Okra. But the only you know why you be a time outside. You know where you be. Okra has been playing, and this season, Okra, me share Okra against King Faisal, and I was better than we want to know. Banner, because you have a new team, and the coach is enough time to watch them.
Okay.
Oh, want to know?
Yes, right. Never show.
Okay.
Because a mistake, big mistake, so because of the media or Kobwasi. That's a real history, no. Okay, maybe. Or Bwasanka war. Udi Bako be 9 so kai.
Mese wo kan go sisen.
Ana me come on train.
What do we have boy? I can't 1 minute.
So okay sasem no.
I den. Bwasanka dey say e wo dada.
For somebody to say Kodoko league no or Koje no Bwase asem say what take Ash Gold say. Ash Gold a small club be or Bwase one decide on me no we
ka so mo ko se me dey ma. Me dey answer yes.
Ana kakari ka chitam ka say me pe kakari wo se Bwase nyam anya me dey ma.
Ba ko to kwa ko mo dey na
ko say mo but Ash Gold don't make kai Ash Gold supporters say Bwase nka wo that slogan that's all. Na me kai ko to so omo ko no ma ko to ko trinyo ko do say ye ko league Bwase enough from to enough from
right now captain that's it.
A game and I expect Ashanti go to win the game today.
Yo.
No Bwase.
Okay, so our brand here, communication director of Ken Faisal, Awa Mohammed. Awa say 20-30-50 for Sunday against Accra. So for the message I was here, it's one game. Ombe here, almost supporters too. Ombe here, Sika to prepare themselves for the 2-3 games in Ebekano. And Taman for me support 20 CDs, 30 CDs, 50 CDs against Accra. So from communication director Awa Monza. Legend, see. And you share a good game in my opinion. Ghana Blasters as against Madagascar. I mean, a normal na me expecting me who most of them. We say na me kase even though you qualifies, but also use our games here ye boy. Need a unique identity system pattern of play. And was by the time in route Brazil kwakobo World Cup no. Na Ghana football no we have an identity. I was here both to a certain pattern. Say Ghana Blasters ball no say it here. They just all go 2006 World Cup. Ratome Dukovic, right? Dukovic.
Strong squad.
Legend, even when Ghana Blasters are losing, your first game your boy against Italy. Even when we're losing, you could clearly see a unique star. Say Ghana Blasters ball no say in the city here. Brazil for a chance 3-0 na year free no. Ni who Ghana Blasters ball no. And the Czech Republic in the US. Ye try mo say ye share team ombre so bebrebe Ghana Blasters special. Against Czech Republic our second game and a third game a ball against United States of America. Ye share money qualify. And they call 2010 World Cup. Wow coach Milu. Satam na say na kan Moreno part 1, Moreno part 2. Satam na Milo part 1. Milo part 1, Milo in his element. Boy, born was South African, unique identity. They are now in a space of 2-3-5 seconds. I was here when I ball on the back. And I saw seriousness on the field of play. And waiting in the first 45 minutes, it's quite unfortunate at the moment. Ghana Blasters, as at now, I still believe that goal scoring is a problem, even though we scored 3. But legends, all control game for 45 minutes. Your striker shouldn't be messing. And the first 45 minutes, see what offer Afnejana, Nasa legend offer Jordan and you are these two strikers. They seem to be more like improvisers. They want to create, they want to play the game. You don't see them in a position as a moja. I mean, the 18-year boss, my purpose in the 18-year boss, and say maybe I want to score. Such a striker, we are yet to find one. And idea I was a young Juma. But in terms of the standard of play, the seriousness and the urgency in winning the ball back. Sadia no mihui. I will coach a friend say Otuo Acheampong. And a idea going forward, they will have to bet on it. So offer individual players in the game. Baba Idrisu, legend. I think sir, at the moment in the position they were cemented as the DM, the defensive midfielder in our blasters. He happens to be the only player at the moment. You know, or yes, sir, no ye. Just maybe a man who compete or hodie. You'll be a bit more competing. But in my opinion, tournament in a Kobono Cameroon. Any kakra bebono I say against Nigeria in the qualifiers playoffs. No, what say is one reliable defensive midfielder you want. And a Jumano or yet to perfection. And our coach decided so about Sometymer method and not the day you bebo method. Legend, this is my opinion on the day I use position. And they one positioner a yame pa. The position, in my opinion, legend. That position should be taken by a branch of friends Kofi Chere. Me wire as at now, tournament in a Kobo Cameroon. Yaba yet me creating space. Efama than Kofi Chere. Oh, Blaster starting lineup. Tournament a Kobo no Cameroon. Any double header near boy against Nigeria. Any right game near boy against Madagascar. It seems like Kofi Chere no were more of a bench player. But legend.
What's about say?
Kofi Chere. So we are 3-man method. It should be part of the 3-man method. More of the position. See the deep position. He has to fight for the forward line. And when I was said the deco, but central midfield role on it there. Then the Kofi Chere and legends watch a game in Ebona. Who's in a lot of set pieces pa. But a moment taking a set pieces, that corner case and free case, no me very poor. Then the Kofi Chere no. That Jordan and you and take your free case and your corner case.
Free kick you try on elbow.
But
you tried it there.
On elbow. But what we need Daniel Kofi Chere Biano, one of the greatest assets, and in the free case. What there's a one train here to boss and
Kofi Chere may you be the damn film.
Mr. Kofi Chere, just one made the film. That position at the Dejanano. Kofi Chere places
not the day then captain.
You should
not go in wine.
Oh, I want they do on
now. No, legend.
No, the role of Kofi Chere. No, Kofi Chere now focus in him.
Ya tell us, Kofi Chere dear captain.
How can he go and fight it out?
Captain don't go fight it.
Now legend, are the young captains are more fighting for positions. He's a good player. He's a forward. Me, the when is at the moment. He's a forward. The dead doesn't have the legs. Or this are who are then and this are 9 or they be running for 90 minutes. I'll be born number 8. Say yeah, running for
number 10. The day if I be here. The way we set out to play. Near bonus number 10. Who's the only Kudus? I said, Kudus, no. Anna Meba.
Who's another you Baba Idrisu?
Yeah.
You Kudus. And you Dede.
So was the number.
Anna, you Fatau on the right.
On the right.
And you Afna. And Jordan rotating left wing center forward. Kamadi Obeba. Only Brian, yeah, or Beba. But listen, let me can say. So what to boss Sasha Daniel Kofi Chere? This is one player we have to project him in the blasters. The passing accuracy, the movement, and the anticipation. Oh, Machro, oh, not the old Casa. The position at the Digiano. Daniel Kofi Chere plays that position better. The next Makacho says you go and fight for that position.
Go fight.
Oh, now legend Mungo, you know them. All the forest. Kamadi. Ishaku.
Oh, my solution to a problem. Doctor prescribe ye. O say ye the only Kofi Chere the damn floor. Not the day no one go fight.
And I'm say forest in you know. Ishaku. Ishaku.
So where?
Nini Jordan. He's not a center forward, so he has to fight for one of these wing positions. Let me say, Ishaku na ball right wing, Kamadi mu na ebo, Joseph Pensa mu na ebo. Some players no mugu the right wing go hono. And when I was said the Koko fighting for position, but central midfield one there. Daniel Kofi Chere is a better player as a central midfielder than the you. And my argument from Cameroon tournament in a cowboy no. Eba besi sabri open number 8 any sibia ye nya sa free kiss ne corner case na ye timi executing the weather ye was somebody was asset na sa attribute no ono net bench eti dan e Kofi Chira things legend. I was saying yes space in the massa young guy. He's a very great talent. Oh, Obase there. Let's only
Rose me pesiasa me hu no. Wanya message from Sosu Donko. Ose sa ahoden na ode ye Obase anka wo na de no mfa nse booking face a. We say over Sosu Donko we comment we there. Kofi ana we no anu. Ose o kasa se kasa de Obase anka wo na sisi eye. Ose o issue bofu we. It's not a regular happening. Ba could be any see. And I say I did some more can to emphasize na ho den no. But can be a question that no.
Oh, but that father so question. What the fuck working first? One thing is that
not Sunday or
one said the game promises to be a good game. Because of that two players, no. To Archgo Fone decided say they wouldn't want to lose the game and they would have to help Yawano to come on top of Mbella. Kotokofonsu team ni nyina was idea and they say we should at least pick the point and make sure say Mbella will come on top of Yawano. And the two teams ni nyina be able to get a point or points and also project out two poster boys now or more early these two teams. It's going to be an interesting game.
As people bring na Paul Ayamba, Paul Abese, Paul Neye, Paul ya administrator na dey. Uko Samatex a ona here.
Your business development manager.
Oh, okay. Okay, business development manager of Samatex. Samatex the Premier Division club. Aka Krabi. Only Aka. And etia most of that wo Samra boy na.
That's right.
Okay. Now we program you. Oh, okay. Radio ndi ma. But TV na dey do. Me ba so me edi nkomo.
Mate.
Nkofo accuse mo bebre ba ma ya de ni kan mo ma ba so ne aka mo combination no. Aboa. Ama sisi amu de mu ni problem. Ebron back up na ebo. Back on. Back up.
Me dey back up.
Akanya more than once. Yo, bongo. Yan kwai. Yan kwai be za we Paul. We century ni kese. Ese we jan century.
I don't have them ni power.
We football administrator.
I do this na me na she studio kakra.
Oh, okay.
For all fans wow.
Oh, fine. No mbo no. We kwai.
Enra the two any football is difficult say over country be no underrating. We had a gap between the best and no sometimes and some years back near Casomoniadian Eklusi. And Ghana as a country within this process no young Rekrano Yakobo Cup of Nation 2019 in Egypt. Yabebo the last Cup of Nation Ecoborn in Cameroon. This minus amu football na send a message at the chair say omu close gabono nti eno me sure say a game against Madagascar no untimi ka say blasters a shet 3 ne o manya de even though there are questions how you ask about the team ade ba kwa me hu wo game ni ma manage pa Dennis Odo no boy right back no you could clearly feel his presence on the pitch, very dedicated. Adeba kwa ha Black Stars so a right back position minim there after the exit of John Pencil sa position ya bre pa
inkum be fire
no say inkum time no se na hwe ni ya Pencil boa ni abo inkum Pencil ni the position na nkasa there na John Pencil position
omumi teammate ni Odo no at a point
yes Fulham yeah age and a problem but eno aye nyina every game no another good news hu ye ne say Odo age ne kura na wo fedi outa ye will be a obe critic competition the man at that age in Tarek Lamptey
sisi waba
then no one hu ne Cape Coast
to go baby
oh he said we do we do that until a right back any problem Gideon Mensah na wo kana asem no so okobo as a center back no so we had 2 games a boy against Nigeria Kumasi and Abuja also kire say your left back position no say Jiku wo ho say Amate wo ho no mumie no bo a central defenser obi a wo de Baba Rahman be kwa akobo wo bi ese question no obi a wo de Baba Rahman e be kwa akobo left back position na Gideon Mensah atena bench na ese question no enti ye wo 2 positions right back ne there nipa mienu asese on bebo no ene mo susu na kire so on beko World Cup no onye injia Odoi ɛne Tarek Lamptey yɛwie
na ba ko buachi Andy no
Andy Adom me player no te see de baabi adu ne de this Andy pe baabi tena kakra na sip prebi ana bibi bema na yɛde na baba bɛhyim nse sɛ yɛpɛ de obɛka Gideon Mensah ho
sɛ na okay
baba Rahman bono tie baba ye team na yɛyɛ no ɛyɛ World Cup ne yɛhwɛ o bo bi a yɛbɔ ne nɛ ɛkɔpem November World Cup ne best start yɛ de assess players no for the World Cup baba Rahman wa kyerɛ say check the number of years baba Rahman abo as left back the ma Black Stars obi de just one game per between the free nti yɛsi ɛpɛ Gusap ɛma Gideon Mensah
na baba Rahman no ɛna ti ase no no ngɔ sub ne wo za go pɛ sub fo
sɛ yɛnya Dennis Odoy ti o yɛnya Tarek Lamptey
baba Rahman bɛbɔ na Gideon bɛbɔ na baba Rahman yɛ sub na za go pɛ sub bi
ɛhɔ no na yɛsi ɛkɔfa Jeffrey Schropp de ne ba no sɛ wote dɛm kyɛn ase sɛ wohwɛ yɛ right back na players mienu na me bɔ mu din no wohwɛ Dennis Odoy na hwɛ Tarek Lamptey a wode hwɛ mienu so ɔmo sesa so ba ukɔfa yi menka age performance na meka ukɔfa baba Rahman na wofa Gideon Mensah emuwa enti yempo bi ɛbɛbɔ so kakra yemuvu kakra kɔ anim a yɛmɛfo deɛ even though Enra Yemexi the most influential player in Thomas Partey, but he was also at the stadium to motivate the players. Idrisu Baba say about the holding midfield role now, Mizoto. About the holding midfield role now, what say? And it's difficult to choose any player. I also a gun near ahead of him. It's difficult until also cementing the position. We no see in China. Bema boada. Now we can Osman Bukari asem.
Yeah.
And now we can Joseph Pintel. And then we can Kofi Chirewa. They say Blasters no. I saw him penning for no. E bit me your match and chankakra. Neama other players in opportunity. Hwe. Me makase ne. Dede Jordan.
But no Jordan bobo come on.
You to me chewa de he. Hwe nyabote. Osman Bukari were more than 30 minutes on the pitch. Were more than 30 minutes on the pitch. But in the presence on the pitch, look at how disorganized Hana Madagascar for defense now. And the ball now, Mizoto. Team Pia and Nebono, Mizoto. And America too. It made a Yamekase. Say Yame Boyani a lucky. Yame Boyani a lucky. Near the tray. Elimina Sharks R2 and then Kim Pfizer. Ba ofa league table na bizoto minim se okwa league table ni bia okwa league table ni bi ofa league table na from Bechemo that second Mediema Haas Bikum Chelsea Adriana Karela Legon Cities Olympics de kotokonya no mum kotoko mo Olympics as good from the first position to the last team of few answer na as good abano which and the baba be Legon Cities omo nyina results na kotoko pen ne no omo nya bi wo mo home grounds that is draw yes cry draw but omo shebi nti e kire se kotoko away record against the top 10 teams in the league e ya dia obetimi aka se ene kotoko stand a chance of winning the Ghana Premier League 2021-2022 season at Obuasi Lincoln Sports Stadium. Then to two players and no mudin that born so in Bella and Yawano. You to me hey, Masha as good, Masha Kotoko. Baby I yawa no born ball free as a winger. Baby and Bella born ball free as a central attacker. HSA. There is a big possibility say I no be go because the weakness of Kotoko defense e your fullbacks. As goes to weakness e your two center backs no mo parent position in yet.
Yeah, be go.
Ene me to a gamer. I see you are not scoring. I see Mbella scoring. Ebe move to 21-20. So what let me say. Ya wa no be move from 19 to 20. Mbella be move from 20 to 21.
Okay.
By the score line, I mean who Obuasi Lincoln Sports Stadium say we are closer to a 2-1 victory for Kumasi Asante Kotoko Obuasi Lincoln Sports Stadium.
Wow. Asa. Some men say I carry the ben we be question so. na bia ye ko wona ya na ahye na mbela ahye ne bia ko 2-1 e ba sa de em se omo free champion ne iman omo free omo za kwese bo net say
agent nyamya do
se kinya da jidi nkomo ba na Samates say na mo ye ne eze zone numa esio mami zone 2 dynamics kakra na no nam ne camera di nkomo as the team be 5 as it says bet Mario ana intesa say net
originally no say your boss season ni we are you relegated to the last 2 because you were 3 regions and zone no e catch across 3 regions
relegated 3 and 2 okay
because one beko Premier League
okay
na ya drop away then the various each of the regions no be promote to or champions na 3 but after that 2 no say Premier League we drop over zone bia then you further relegate another in this over say you know Premier League log no 2 of the clubs now a zone 2 eye Wafa na Elmina Sharks no you relegate or more zone 2 it means that we will have to relegate 2 more
na acquire 4
baby I can find that there and share that you know so almost ko kan ho a
na acquire 5
na just say be relegate
let's just say from the 16th
to
15th
yes
14th 13th 12th position you know
yes into 11 for
who safe
yes Thomas
there is see the nye baby do the Deportivo that 10th but points no
na bo so
and we have one crucial game which is a must win against Pacific.
I know not just a game to this Santo
Pacific
3 points be bar
because after that near Cape Coast intellectuals
yes
you can almost handle the division 1 there where you and
Memphis win film menya kotoko line up for the game and
okay line up quick one Paul me
Ibrahim Dalan in post Christopher Neti Imori Ibrahim Masola Jemai and Apple as 2 center backs Samuel Boateng, George Mfege, Richard Boadu, Ivan Sadumakon, Frank Etuga Mbela, and Richmond Lamptey.
Yes, Adumakwa Senior starting line.
And they were all attacking.
Okay. Oh, Boase.
Paul. Yeah.
In the sanity, to bet my 4, bet my 5. Next is zone 2 for the bomb payment in base about. I think also a supporter.
Okay, can find out stay.
Okay.
So now I was at the stadium and I'm friendly game almost 6-1.
Oh, friendly.
It is a say, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
your match Friday, I mean Saturday against Future Stars.
And I'm doing
so I'm dealing. I'm going to some resources.
Na me din komobo.
Resources or
na me anim kro ni Samates for. Samates almost stadium no mo ye o.
Resources so many ambre.
Say so mo bus 3.
Omani ambre. Point mama Tino mra na me no me sign up. Tino. Ye nwe mo ho.
Ye ntu Ghana for say obi an ko be post ni adro. Juma de no de de bia ye kana crash sister no be strong. Yare am found to form. Na efficiency ubetu ase a. Ukoba bia ye to adro bia no a. Wo se post ni adro. Dr. Sharp ne nsa no adro no. Hospital Square Junction, Dunkers Popel 0246 20 84 96. Siatica de obi enim ne fareba na onti ade na se eso tompa no ho na jojo na nkokomedo to form a obi pejewo ha adwen ye pa ye de mfidie hwe na ye bia ye behwe diabetes also hypertension ni nyina mu no ekowie e wo Alpha Radio nchono mu ho ehwe overseas eye 0540 311 311 wo pabosia e de akomia dwumadie no mu ama odwumadie no akonkan wodi ko hemfimfini wodi ko tuaka wo hia wo Ghana card wompe lawyer bi mpe judge bi mpe fie bi nkosia wowa ni nyina ne se we no enye internet so na ye no eye quick credit and investment micro credit limited the number no from cc na from wow 0596 920 833 0596 920 833 what is natural and company limited na just bibia natural e wo ho was be ma dimensem said ye bo wankasa tini kan true man capsules utajeje muntam dodo woje fan so na de mapem oba nanso nkwamo no form awieye emfa babia ma sisie no complain a emfa hwe ma ne nyina ne se true man capsules no wonkope binom na afei emasisie ne nyina babia gina emunsuro munyedu na be ma no so enyina peme kolena ka ba dane heba kuma se 0204 616 161 ko weekend ya no bema dimensum taa takum we ya in sachet form woti ya gura sofonom muslimi fonom na chese wo jensen blapepe turmeric ene de afra ye de aye dimensum na fei oba no feeling enye deep 0243 686861 na Kofi Herbal Center na Kofi Herbal Center medu ntonso se de nkofo ti rasho na nanom nya bete mesi dam ai masa abo de hye no prostrate ne hadwini ye pa enna asthma no typhoid no etwere ni nyina na etene ta ni nyina na se wonko ho a obewu se yes ye di agoro wa hanana ebo adwuma papa tina Ghana fo atu agu no so se ode hye bi na adwene ma bodam de ya na just na fa 0549 723 651 0549